Alright guys, back with another video. So yesterday I told you guys that, I wasn't going to show Mark Carney's Happy Canada Day message because it was just boring and weak and there was really nothing to talk about. But you know what? When you compare it to Pierre's speech, which I showed in a video yesterday, it's apples and oranges. So for those of you who haven't seen it, I do want to show you this. It's just a quick 2-minute video just to see how bland this guy is. Now, before we get into it, please, again, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. About 40 subscribers away from 10,000, so again, if we can get there as soon as possible, that really helps me out, and I really appreciate everyone who does that for me. It's greatly appreciated. So let's get into this, and then we'll talk about it after, like usual.
158 years ago, a few provinces bet on a big idea, that they'd be stronger together than they ever could be apart. They were right. They became a new federation that's now grown into our strong, bilingual, multicultural, ambitious country. A country built on the values of freedom, democracy, justice, generosity, and humility.
Now, when he talks about values, is he talking about the values in the book he wrote, or the values he's pretending to sell to Canadians, like freedom, for example? Because if you look at what's in his book, which I'll be honest, I should read it. I've heard people send me screenshots of what's in it and whatever, but I should read it. I just haven't yet. But what kind of values is he talking about here? The values in his book, or the values he's just lying to you about to pretend that he's for freedom and democracy, when he really wants a one global government rule, which last time I checked isn't democracy, because it's going to be in a bunch of unelected officials. Check out the video I made with starring Whitney Webb as well, because she broke it down perfectly.
Because we know that we can always be better. Our story didn't begin at Confederation. For thousands of years, Indigenous peoples have called this land home. And our country's next chapter will be written together in true partnership with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis. Our shared history has been marked by inflection points, moments where Canada has had to step up. On the battlefields of Vimy Ridge in World War I, on the beaches of Normandy in World War II, and in the homes of Gander after the 9/11 terror attacks. Now we face another such moment. The world is changing. Old friendships are fraying. Our economy is being buffeted by a trade war we didn't start. Our values are being tested by attacks on democracy and freedoms that we must resist. As the world becomes more divided and dangerous, Canadians are uniting. Together, we will build one Canadian economy, connected by major projects, powered by Canadian energy, transformed by Canadian technology, and crafted by Canadian workers. Together, we're breaking down barriers across this country so you can buy Canadian everywhere and work anywhere. Together, we'll rebuild, rearm, and reinvest in our armed forces, because Canadian leadership is defined not only by the strength of our values, but also by the value of our strength. This is the greatest nation on earth. Together, we'll keep making it even better. Happy Canada Day.
I know that was only 2 minutes, but did anyone else have a hard time staying awake? I mean, how boring. Just monotone, no passion. You can tell. When he's talking about, making Canada better and that this is the greatest country on earth, he doesn't mean a word of it. He knows what his plan is. It's to finish what Justin Trudeau started. And we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Why don't you do it now then? Why did you and your caucus and your cabinet members take a 12-week vacation? You have a lot of work to do. Pierre and the Conservatives wanted to work through the summer. You don't. Well, if it's so important, then why are you delaying it? You got a deadline of just under 3 weeks now, where you got to have a deal done with Trump, or else things are going to get a lot worse. And apparently, according to Trump, on July 9th, even more tariffs are coming. So we better get working. But no, what's Carney doing? Putting out very bland messages like this, sending his team on vacation, after fear-mongering for his whole campaign, saying that this is the most consequential election of our lifetime, to get what? No work done. What's been done? Well, he picked his cabinet. Yeah, it's basically the same one as Justin Trudeau. Oh, he put out a budget. Oh, wait, that's right. There is no budget. Well, he's made a bunch of promises. Yeah, it sounds like the same ones Justin Trudeau made. How'd that go? Well, we've got 280,000 startup homes already underway. Okay. Well, again, you said it was going to be 500,000 a year, which is impossible. It's not going to be anywhere close to that. I'm surprised it's even at 280. Have they put a cap on immigration? No. Are they saying they're going to change some laws to keep criminals who belong in jail? No. Just keep saying these basically slogans, right? He said values like 20 times in the video. I'm exaggerating, of course, but, again, you have to question, what values is he talking about? His climate change values, in which apparently Wall Street is going to help with that, which isn't really what's going to happen. He's just going to make a lot of money, which he's admitted before. He knows it's a money-making machine. When you scare people, you can get whatever you want out of them, and he wants money. Guy, he was the CEO of Brookfield, which is like Canadian BlackRock. If you don't know who BlackRock and Larry Fink are, go look into them. They're the company that wants to buy up residential real estate to own it for themselves, creating a generation of forever renters. You'll never own a house. A house is for sale for, say, $400,000. They'll just come in and offer the owner, $425,000, $450,000. They don't care if they overpay, because they're going to get the house. It's going to be taken off the market. It's going to belong to that big major company who, by the way, owns 80% of the S&P 500. And they're going to own the homes forever, and they want to keep doing this. That's why Mark Carney wants to build these modular homes. If you want to build some really cheap, tiny house to kind of get people off the streets, or to get people, with some equity, and build a nice place, which is, again, a really small place, but a decent place. You want to sell them for 50, 75, 100 grand, fine. I'm actually for that, as long as they get to own them. I don't want them to live in a box forever that they have to pay $3 grand a month for rent. If you're going to build these tiny homes, and again, you can go look them up. There's some actually, they're doing this a lot in the States. And there's some actually nice ones they're building. They're not big, they're not fancy, but it's perfect for a 25-year-old couple who, maybe has $20,000 in the bank. And they could put a good chunk of down payment on can't talk today. They could put a good chunk on a down payment on a house like that and have it paid off in a few years. Now they own it, and as that grows to, say, now it was worth 100 grand when they bought it, now it's worth 125, 150. They could sell it and make $50,000 to put on a bigger house by the time they're 30. I don't mind that as part of the solution, of course. Housing in general needs to be cheaper. But that's one way you can help right now. They don't want to do it. They want you to rent forever. I wish he was actually honest and said that in the message. But he isn't. It's just, we're going to make things better, and this is the greatest country on earth, and yada, yada, yada. I don't mean anything I say. This guy is an absolute fraud. He's caving to Trump. He doesn't want to get a good deal done for us. And remember during his election campaign when he said that Pierre would kneel to Trump? It's just more confession by projection by the Liberal Party and Mark Carney. When they criticize other people of doing something, it's what they're actually going to do. They keep proving it over and over and over again. But let me know what you guys think about this. This is bland as hell. It was meaningless. This guy is so easy. He's so transparent and easy to see through. It's unbelievable. But let me know what you think. And again, please also don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really does help grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new one.